Let me simply add that it's my very good honor to meet you, and you may call me...
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Vengeful Torture, you can call me VT, and I'm bringing you another weapon demonstration from the Toukiden 2 demo. And this one is the Sword and Shield. Now, don't be fooled, okay? This is not just your average Sword and Shield. In fact, has to be probably one of my favorite weapons in the beta, and will probably still continue to be so in the game, right? So, I mean, Katana always has a special place in my heart, and the new Whip Sword is also awesome, but this thing is just so badass and very complicated. It's absolutely not a beginner's weapon, right? Because it's very mobile, it's very agile. There's a lot of combos with it, and there's different stances. There's a lot of things to remember. It's a lot to take in. I don't even know everything, and I probably have a lot of stuff I'm about to tell you wrong. So don't believe everything I say. That being said, let's get into it because this thing is a blast. So, as you can see here, it looks like a sword and shield. When you pull it out, it is a sword and shield. Okay. It's straightforward, right? So let's get right into it. Blocking, right? That's very important because it actually took me a little while. Square and X. Hold it down, okay, and you can block. Right from here, you have essentially two options. One, you let go, okay, and then you're back to normal. Or hold square and X, move forward, and you do a shield bash, okay? You can really only do this forward. You can't really do it any other direction. You just kind of move to the side there. There's no other alternates there. But that's very useful for getting, making your way up close to an enemy. And you really can't link this directly into a combo. You can see that there's definitely a delay here. It's mainly just for closing ground a little bit, okay? The next part is just your basic combos, which you can see it's trying to tell me to do at the bottom of the screen. So you have square attacks, okay? That's your basic combo there. And then you have your heavy attacks, just your triangle ones. And this is pretty much just an upward stab, which is actually kind of a nice. I like that it's up, because you can see that it's up and at an angle, like sort of a 45, a little bit larger than that, which is really great for hitting monsters' heads, horns, and stuff like that, or tails even. You can also charge up triangle, and if you stand still while doing this, you do your standard straight up attack. However, if you charge it up and hold forward on your L stick, you actually do a really nice dash attack, okay? Now there's not a lot of linking in this sword and shield mode, okay? You pretty much end a combo anytime you hit go from triangle or from square into triangle, okay? You can't really go back without having that nice pause in there, so it's not really a combo. The same thing from triangle into square. Just starting with triangle going into square, there's not a lot of combo here. It's mainly just for playing a little protective, playing a little safer, having that ability to block everything. Okay, and you can see that you can go right into a block pretty quickly from your standard combo there, so it's really nice. Now the interesting thing about this sword and shield mode is you actually have another stance with it. So besides your normal combos and everything blocking that we just saw, you can actually hold down circle and enter this different stance. Now during this time, your stamina continually depletes, so you have to be very wise with it, which is also why it leads me to think that it's much stronger. So during this time you have a few more combo options, okay? So you can hit square, which does a sweeping attack, triangle, which does this sweet little sword throwy stabby move. You can also hit circle, which does this jump back attack. You also can do a shield bash, and you can link all of these together for different combos, okay? When you finish a combo, it'll do an extra sweeping move, okay? Just like that. And then you go back to your regular stance, okay? So it's definitely more useful, definitely more practical, and already very complicated. Now it's about to get more complicated because instead of holding circle to enter the stance, if you tap circle, you enter what is essentially a dual blade mode, which is probably why I love this weapon so much. It is so sick looking, and again, all this sort of reminds me of the charge blade from Monster Hunter. It's very complicated, it has a lot of different stances and modes. Very cool nonetheless. So in this mode, your combo rate goes way up, as you can see. You essentially have, I'm just guessing, a 20-some hit combo or something like that, maybe 15, I don't know. It's massive. However, you lose some of your charge abilities, okay? So no longer can you charge up attacks with triangle. Instead, you simply do a dashing forward motion. The other nice thing about this is you can see the dodge has changed, okay? So you use a little bit more stamina, I believe. And you're very, very mobile in this time. The fun thing about the dodge is you can actually dodge, hold square, and run a little ways to re-angle yourself, reposition yourself, and take it right back into a combo, which is extremely awesome and very flexible. You can see you can do any sort of angle with it that you really want. You have a very wide range of mobility there. As far as your square and X attack goes, you actually do a lunge forward and a quick flurry of attacks. And you can actually take this a little further, do the lunge forward, and then continue to stab even more so by tapping square a little bit more. So you can see you do a massive flurry of attacks here. You can pretty much take that right into any other of the combos that you wanted. So more square attacks basically, or end it with a simple triangle. Finally, if you hold down circle, you start charging up, and this will transition you back into your sword and shield mode. So again, this was the sword and shield. Absolutely love this weapon, the flexibility of it, the complexity of it. I'm sure I don't understand everything and I've missed quite a bit. Again, a lot of it's in Japanese, so I really am missing some stuff substantially, sure. But I love this weapon. I love how fun it is to use, how mobile you are with it. It's an absolute blast, and honestly, I think I love it so much simply because it reminds me of dual blades, but just a little different, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got a few more other weapon demos out there. Make sure to check them out. As always, take it easy.